Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel like
and
that.
welcome to today's
The stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also...
Mbappe! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Manchester United have it back and can go again. Big chance! Neymar! One of a type! He's brilliant!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Neymar. Oh, shooting chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that is expertly dealt with. Over to the left. Neymar's cross. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Nice looking ball. Vietnam are behind here despite their domination of possession. Now it's Haaland. Manchester United couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
And the pass is intercepted. Can he spark a counter here? Rijkaard is the team's great visionary.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Maicon tries to play it through, and it's Maicon. Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And here's Haaland. Mbappe. Bellingham. Mbappe. Aimed beyond the defence. Mbappe. He's had a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Haaland has created one goal already. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That has not gone well. Looking to play him in. Well, that looks a good ball through. Good read, needed to be. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe! Oh, he's got a sight of goal! And the shot!
Vietnam truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Half-time getting close now. Bellingham. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And no, that was never going to make it. Rijkaard. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Haaland. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution on the field, number 24, Mbappe.
That gets things going for the second half.
17, Bellingham.
Vietnam really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And it's Gullit. Vietnam do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change. Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Maldini. Back into the middle. Played out to the left flank. That is a brilliant interception. Pinches it off him. Mbappe. It's a pretty loose pass. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now it's Kante. Knocks it into space. Ferdinand cuts out the pass. Tries to pass it through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Now that's well seen too. And here's Gullit. Nice physical challenge. Rijkaard engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's had a shot! Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
And here's Beckham. He has a look out. Maicon. Out of play for a throw.
Substitution on the field, number 23, Bale. Number
it's Lahm.
11, Michael. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
The ball is
Coming on
loose
the
and the
field,
chase is
number
on.
3, Roberto
Collier.
Carlos. Number 2, Lahm. Number 9,
Roberto Carlos
Jan
is one whose deliveries we all know about. Roberto Carlos. Oh, sweet feet. And this is Gullit. Now, can they get him away?
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Looking for options for movement. Koller. Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Yamal. Oh, smashing header! And it's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Shot, surely! They want to be quick to recover. Oh, what has happened here? And one more try! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. Vietnam surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And here's Bellingham. Now, can they get it back? He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. Vietnam nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Rijkaard.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That is ended up in no man's land. Maldini. Stood up well to him there. Haaland. And that's that. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Yamal picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, what a difference a half can make, Peter. And the second half saw this team full of courage and energy. It's very impressive how this team turned it all around.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders.
And here's Rafael Leao. Tries a measured ball. And he shoots! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Vietnam are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Over to the other side. Michael. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Dani Olmo. And he's been shifted off it. Rafael Leao. Now it's Dani Olmo. Great vision. Chance! And yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So that's... Oh, what a climb! He scores! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
Vietnam get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Bellingham in acres of space out wide. Oh, nice touch. He's got away. Hangs. Header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Rafael Leao certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And here's Mohamed Salah. Rafael Leao takes a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
And we have our very first corner.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 9. À sa place, le numéro 37.
Dani Olmo plays it short. That's very neat. Nesta wins the duel this time. Dani Olmo has it in a wide position, and it's DiMarco. Passes short and sharp. Cristiano Ronaldo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And now the breakaway, and that's been intercepted. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. DiMarco has crossed into the middle. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Rafael Leao. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Vietnam are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, that was vital. Jimenez attempts a clearance. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Bale's cross. Jimenez gets it away. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Maicon. And that's aimed in. Big header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
They've played it short. Beckham. Mohamed Salah gets a foot in here. Flings in across. Dani Olmo given the lift of his goal. Rafael Leao. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Rafael Leao. That is a great pick out. Now, great chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Defending of the desperate variety. Here's the whistle for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 6. Pour le remplacer,
underway again.
Le numéro 21.
Vietnam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Great work on the overlap.
Vietnam clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Now it's Mbappe. Bale gets over and intercepts. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Bale. Michael can see things others simply cannot. Bellingham. Nicely aimed pass. Mbappe threads one in. That's been slipped through. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Mbappe. Rodri. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Bellingham. Zubimendi, who does have an assist to his name. Mbappe! Dani Olmo going face-to-face with his great rival. Now, can they get him away? Played out to the left flank. It is a corner. Corner number 3 coming up.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 10. À sa place, le numéro 30. Changement.
Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Van der Ven. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Di Marco. Bellingham. Played out wide, And here's Dani Olmo. Koller. Beckham. Rijkaard. And they can counter here. Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Yamal.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more.
He's got tall. He has done it. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Superb timing to generate that power through a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got...
And the shot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Just about up to 75 minutes. Spread out to the left. Swings in across. Climbs up big! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Into the lead once more. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 32.
Paris Saint-Germain are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Le numéro 20.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means a terrific header. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Back in once more. Jimenez clears it away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Vietnam must do something here, and very quickly.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Mbappe! Well, they've got plenty back, they can deal with that. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Tries to pass it through. And the finish! It's there! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Paris Saint-Germain could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Bellingham is onto this. Rijkaard. And Yamal. Now it's Gullit. Rijkaard. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong,
Votre attention,
but the
s'il vous
result
plaît.
is
Les
one that
personnes
will
chargées
make
de
them
la
suffer.
sécurité sont priées de se présenter
Any
au PC
reflections on what you've
sécurité.
seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello,
The
everybody,
fans
and
have pulled out
welcome
all
to
the
today's
stops to make
match.
this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now there's a fine ball. Shoots! It's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Vietnam are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, right place, right time. Gabriel, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And the shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Michael. And it's Beckham. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. So what can they make of this? Great chance! Sticks it away! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, They say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks.
And a chance! It's in! And they've got their lead back. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Vietnam go into the lead. And this is Ronaldo. Mbappe. Well, now here's a good... Tries a shot! And he hits the net! And they're at it again, in double quick time! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Bellingham gets into a good position. Maicon made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Beckham.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Bellingham. For Petit.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that is expertly dealt with. Bellingham. Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. Good ball, good take. Mbappe. Oh, that's well spotted. Schneider, who's set up one goal so far. Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball, and he's picked it up out wide. He's got tall. Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Hello everybody, and please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And already we're underway here.
Luis Suarez really is a player who...
And one more try! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Vietnam are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And he's had it nicked away. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good ball, that too.
Van Basten. It's Bellingham. And he's forced to go back. Busquets. Ferdinand. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Rui Costa.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement.
That was probably asking just too much.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely shaped ball. And this is just the goalkeeper to beat. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Koeman. And it's Gattuso. Cannavaro. Van Basten chasing after it. Thuram. Bellingham.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Great defending, strong and determined. Van Basten. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than... Tries a shot! Bellingham. Now Mbappe. Couldn't squeeze it through. Bale. Maicon. And it's Nesta. Maldini. It's Bellingham. Threads one in. It's a promising position. That is good strength. And it's Luis Suarez. And this is Van Basten. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rui Costa. Now it's Bellingham. Bale did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Bale going full tilt down the left. And he's cut it out. Van Basten does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Maicon making good progress on the right-hand side. Gattuso did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nesta. And it's Maldini. Mbappe. And it's Bale. Played in deep. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Bellingham has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
Probably be looking to play it square from here. So who's he going to be aiming for here?
Viene sostituito con il numero 22.
And here's Bale. Now the cross. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Not the most accurate pass. Mbappe. Thuram gets over and intercepts. And here's Mbappe.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Bale. Oh, that's delightful. Another throw-in. Bale, and he skips past his man, and he's got his cross in. Luis Suarez, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Looking for the run. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Bale puts them all in. And he's dealt with that well. Bullet. Now Gattuso. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Vi ricordiamo, signore e signori, che è possibile acquistare i souvenir nelle apposite aree dello stadio. Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 11. Numero 21.
Here we go again.
Luis Suarez.
Vietnam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And here's Yamal. He's a sharp little ball here. Nicely aimed pass. Ibrahimovic. And here's Hullet. Tries to pass it through. Bale picks it up out. Oh, what a climb! And he hits the net. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Passes short and sharp. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Yamal. Vietnam do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Michael can see things others simply cannot.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
And this is Ibrahimovic. Back to the keeper it goes. Opts for safety. Michael.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è
Nicely
di
weighted
80.314
ball.
spettatori.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Beckham has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And here's Yamal. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Vietnam are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And here's Batistuta. And real chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Bale, who's set up one goal so far. Michael. Probing pass. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's picked his way through, lofted in. And it's played forward. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And it's Zico. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Looking tidy in possession here. He might be in. Oh, shooting chance!
OK, it didn't come off, but it was clever. A nice little dummy.
Sostituzione per l'Inter.
Inter Milan have their second corner now.
Numero 23. Attenzione, un cambio.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Zico applies the finish! And that's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
He's got away with one there. And here's Hullet. Oh, that was vital. Nesta gets rid without sophistication. And he's managed to gift it back.
Inter clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is...
He gets big! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Aims beyond the defence. Yamal gets into a good position.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Can he get it through? Oh, he's found support out wide. That is ended up in no man's land. 2 minutes to be added on. Lahm is always looking to play quality balls. Hit into the middle. Ferdinand gets it away. And they can counter here. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shift. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just a supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
And the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Rijkaard. To Bale. It's a good spell of possession, this. No way through. Beckham. Bale. And now the breakaway. Driving on and making good progress. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Beckenbauer. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Bellingham. Great vision. Van Dijk. And it's Ibrahimovic. Michael. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham. Oh, well played, well played. Now there's a fine ball. Great chance! Goal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Vietnam have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Strong running down that left flank. Thuram with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary.
That's a modern defender's instinct from...
Header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. That's a good run down the left. Beckham. Son Heung-min. That's an excellent interception. Bellingham. Chance here to counter. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Rijkaard. Bale gets into a good position. Bellingham! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Michael can so cleverly bypass the press. Aims beyond the defence. And the finish! He's got a goal! equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And it's Beckham. Maicon. Rijkaard. Now it's Bellingham. Bale. This looks promising. Now it's Bale. It's a good big header! Another fruitless header.
Vietnam really can do themselves a massive favour by making good use of this spell now. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. Bale elects to... Terrific header! It's there! Into the lead once more. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Vietnam get themselves into the lead. Delivers the ball.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Vieira. And it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Eto'o. Son Heung-min is wide and looking to get onto this.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. It's a sharp pass. Adams spots it and intercepts. Rijkaard. Bale is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Vietnam head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And we're underway again. And no, that was never going to make it. Vietnam come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Maicon charging forward down that flank. Beckham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pass is just off target. Beckham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Nesta. Rijkaard, a picture of focus and alertness. Knocks it into space. Oh, good ball! Has a look and plays it forward. Son Heung-min. Out to the left it goes. Ferdinand.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And here's Mbappe. Bale. Mbappe. Eto'o. Looking to play him in. And he's intervened well there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Beckham, out towards the flank. Vietnam are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Beckham really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Beckham. Beckham. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well timed, excellent interception. Ball's played through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as...
Oh, what a climb! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Numero 22, numero 18, Ibrahimovic. Lasciano il campo per il numero 11, il numero 10.
Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Oh, that's fabulous. Eto'o looking to get on the end of this. And it's Thuram. Adams.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Beckham. Rijkaard. And this is Hullet. Good ball, good take. Chance! He has done it! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Ha segnato
Well,
all'84esimo
it's an
minuto.
inspired substitution.
Numero 9.
Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Vietnam take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Vietnam awarded another corner. Beckham to take it as usual. Beckham with the short one. And here's Beckham. Plays the return pass. Ball swap. He rises! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made it classic.
Takes a shot! He scores! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest.
And that's that. Vietnam are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Pullet picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Vietnam definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo a visitare il negozio ufficiale dello stadio per acquistare i souvenir dell'incontro odierno.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, a player I've been looking at for quite a while now, Peter, is this guy, Bastoni. He's always impressed me with the way he's gone about his game. He's physically dominant, he's very intelligent in his reading of the game and his positioning, and he's also now very confident in his possession and what he can deliver up the pitch.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Bellingham. Some really good ball movement. Oh, good take in a good area. Mbappe! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Looking to play him in. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. And that is expertly dealt with. Stojkovic. Bellingham. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Lahm. Played out to the left flank. And it's Robertson. Fired deep towards the back post. Out towards the flank. Mbappe is onto this. Still goalless at the moment. Michael conjures time and space where few can. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, easy pickings there. Bellingham. Plays the ball back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Oh, that was vital. Rijkaard. Ferdinand. Maicon. That's Rijkaard. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe takes control of it and he's on the move. Bale picks it up now. Oh, smashing header! And he's there to belt it away. Stojkovic. He's on it, can he get away? Spread out to the left. Shoots! It's an inviting looking ball, that. And the counter is on. Maldini. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets.
That's going in strongly.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And they're quick to get it back. Bale. Mbappe is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Ferdinand. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. He's tried one! And what a be quick. In he goes again! And that's caused a worry or two. And they're back on the ball again. And for a moment, time stood still. And we have our very first corner. Mbappe plays it short.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
Bale. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And it's Robertson. Robertson made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Rijkaard. Beckham. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. And he was alert to it. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Now it's Mbappe! Oh, fine stop. And the first half is done. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. And we are up to the break.
Vietnam ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 10, Stojkovic.
Here we go again.
Coming on to replace him.
Vietnam have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and if...
Goes for a shot! He's delivered all right!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper...
He's had a shot! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Viet takes a shot! And it's there! And they are cruising away. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Bale is flagged offside. Well, already game, set and match, or so it feels. Cruyff. Oh, nice touch. Now here's the delivery. Here comes the corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Now it's Mbappe, just eases... Oh, what a mistake! Nakata. Picked out... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Caceres is there, and he can get that clear. Here comes the terrific header! It's in! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Vietnam are having a ball here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Vietnam finding their passes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through? Shot could be on, and the shot! Has a look and plays it forward. And this is Beckham. He's picked his way through. He's had it taken off him. The Netherlands can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Vietnam are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That'll be a throw-in. And it's Lam. Climbs up big! Michael. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Beckham. Oh, just Beckham! Oh, denied at the last.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure. Well, height could make... Oh.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Just a quick announcement, and an exciting one too. We're about to announce today's lottery numbers. Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacate.
Mbappe! Oh, off the bar! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Now it's Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He has found the way through. And they've been given a corner. Buriram United with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And the finish! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Vietnam are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Rooney. Chance here to counter. And he's worked it through. Maldini. Icon. And here's Ibrahimovic. Beckham. Oh, important interception. Ronaldo might just make this. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a promising position. Quarter of an hour played. Rooney. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Neymar. Now it's Iniesta. And he cuts out the supply.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Vietnam really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well timed, excellent interception. Vieira. Knocks it into space. Oh, well played, well played. A A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming.
Decent chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Beckham plays it short. And it's Maicon. Nice big header! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He can get that clear. Buriram United are looking to go forward now. Iniesta. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Buriram United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Bellingham can so cleverly bypass the press. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Played into space out wide. Vieira deals with that comfortably.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's found a way past. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nesta makes the interception. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bout of passing here, really. It's Ibrahimovic! That was superb goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And this could be the final action of the first half. They've played it short. Takes aim and he gets big! And he can clear it away. Now it's Beckham. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store where memorabilia from today's match are now available. Substitution in progress.
That gets things going for the second half.
Vietnam really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Vieira. Iniesta. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Out towards the flank, looking for the run, and this is Iniesta. Bale! kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. And that was somewhat errant. Vietnam do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Pullet is in a really good position out wide. Vieira. And Yamal. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. He's on it, can he get away? Beckham standing over it. And it's been taken short. Swings. Bullet! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Lobbed in behind. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he finish? Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Substitutions taking place.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Yamal looking to run onto it. And he's taking no chances there. Bale. And he's picked out the run. He's got away. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Van der Sar looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Buriram United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Neymar. And here's Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Iniesta. And here's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Beckham. Iniesta. It's a threatening ball. And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Yamal, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Iniesta. Can he get on the end of this? And they can counter here. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Maldini, the man synonymous with solidity. Cannavaro. Costa Curta. Maldini. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Great vision. And this is Ronaldo. Lahm. Oh, they can break here. Bullet. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Cannavaro. Costa Curta. For Bale. Yamal. Quality ball.
There will be 3 minutes added
Maldini.
time.
And that interception was most necessary. There's the shot! And yes, it's there! Deep into injury time! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Vietnam give themselves a chance of a fairy tale. And time is up. Vietnam perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more.